Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to discuss the 2023 C8 Corvette latest good and bad news and how it will affect you. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am anxious to get into this video. We have mostly good news but a little bit of bad news, unfortunately, about the 2023 C8 Corvette. But real quick before we get into it, my thumbs up squad has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for smashing that thumbs up button right when the video starts. Now, as usual, if you're new to the channel and you don't think the video warrants a thumbs up yet, wait until it does and then smash it at that point. Also, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to have new people join the Brink of Speed community. So if you like what you're seeing here, please consider smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see, I am on CorvetteBlogger.com, and as usual, everything that I talk about today will be linked in the description below. But as you can see, this article is from March 9th, so it's from a little while ago. But as you can see here, it says the 70th anniversary Stingray Wheels and black exhaust tips revealed on a transporter. So for all of you out there who wondered if we were going to get a anniversary edition Stingray, well, here's your answer. As you can see in this picture here, they have put some really nice looking wheels, in my opinion, on this 70th anniversary edition Stingray. And then the exhaust tips here look like they are black. So very cool. I'm anxious to see what this car looks like with either the pearl white or the carbon flash black on it. Again, this article will be linked down in the description below. I am not going to read this article at all, except for the part that it says 70th anniversary Stingray wheel is forged aluminum and is only offered in the black with edge red line around the rim. Looking closer at it, the wheel has the same underlying design as the Z06 Spider wheels, but with an extra design element that overlays the tuning forks, as we call them. You can see them here. So this is the Spider Z06 wheels, and this is the Stingray new 70th anniversary wheels. So very cool. I think it's great that someone spotted this and took great pictures. And again, I cannot wait to see this thing in person. All right, let's move on. Okay, so as I said in the beginning, there was going to be some good news and bad news. The first piece of information I gave you, I believe, is 100% good news. And this next piece is also good news. And that is that on the 23rd of March, which is just in a few days, we will have 2023 Corvette model year pricing, and that is only going to include the Stingray. So don't get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no Z06 pricing included in that announcement, which is fine. We already pretty much knew that to be the case, but I just wanted to reiterate that this is for the Stingray only. So on the 23rd, of this month, which again is about 5 days from now, we will get 2023 pricing. And here's the big question of the day: how much of a pricing increase will there be? We know that typically they raise the price $1,500 to $2,000 each year. So are we going to see a $64,000 to $65,000 MSRP for the base model of the new 2023 Stingray? Now, I will coincide that with another question to you, and please leave your comments down below about this. But you know, all of us have been speculating about the 2023 Z06 pricing. How do you think that's going to affect the Z06? If they raise the Stingray up to, let's say, a maximum of $65,000 for the base model, what do you think that's going to do to Z06 pricing? Want my opinion? My opinion is that we're going to see a $30,000 price difference between the Stingray and the Z06, talking base model versus base model. So I believe when we do see the Z06 pricing, it is going to be $30K above whatever the Stingray is, which means that we could see a $95,000 price tag on the new 2023 Z06. But I could be completely wrong. That's just speculation. I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully it is much lower than that and we're closer to around 90,000. But as you know, with everything that's going on these days, with inflation, gas prices, you name it, we could see a larger markup by GM than we initially thought. So let me know what you think. All right, let's move on to the third piece of news here. And for this piece of news, you will see that I've come to the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. This was brand new news as of this morning around 8:45 a.m. But it says Bowling Green Assembly to shut down next week. Now I'm going to read a little bit of this article. It says supply chain constraints is the reason. We at the Mid-Engine Corvette forum dislike being the bearer of bad news, but we hate wrong rumors more. And while we were 99% sure of this information 2 days ago of next week's 1 week BGA shutdown, specifically that the during week of March 21st through 25th, BGA will not be building any, we took the extra time to get that second reliable closure source, which we have just secured. Now that we have this confirming information, we are communicating it to you. Sorry, but it is not the kind of news we wish to distribute. Thankfully, however, there will be a lot of good news released by GM next week. Ergo, the release of the 2023 Stingray order guide, Stingray pricing, and probably Stingray build and price system being up and running. This is the bad news that I talked about. I'm so sorry to bring this to you. However, we know that supply chains are getting worse and worse. The chip shortage is getting worse and worse. But this article actually explains, if you scroll on down a little further, and don't forget to read the stuff up above, but scroll on down to this a few minutes later, and it says, as we know, but accelerating lately, in spite of some earlier this year optimism that chip shortage would be abating, the automotive supply chain is getting worse. We saw yesterday that Toyota announced it was cutting 150,000 vehicles from its next month manufacturer, and here, thanks to Automotive News, we have this Ford announcement that 37 of its suppliers are unable to meet their contractual commitments. If you read on down here, it also talks about Japan and earthquake news that is going to be detrimental, obviously, to the supply chain, but it's very short-lived, apparently. Either way, this is bad news. So we will just have to watch and see how this plays out. As of right now, they're only going to be shut down for a week, and after that, we should get some good news. So ladies and gentlemen, as John on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum stated in the very beginning here, they hate to be the bearer of bad news. Same goes for me, but it is news that you need to hear so that you're well informed. Let me know in the comments down below what you think this is going to do to you and how it will affect your order. I hope that it really doesn't affect anything to do with 2023 C8 because we haven't even been able to start building them yet. So I'm glad this has come before you can even order your 2023. That way, hopefully, after you're able to order it, they will have things a little more straightened out. However, it doesn't look good for the future of supply chain issues. But I just wanted to bring all of this info to you guys today. Please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you don't want to miss any of these updates, make sure to smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys out on the road.